Dear students, I welcome you all in the new session of academic year 2020-21. This year, due to pandemic COVID-19, we are unable to take the classes in the actual classroom. So we have adopted new methods of teaching and will continue to deliver lectures to you by online methods. So you have to stay in connection with the faculty and be careful. So, as I have already told you about the different courses in BSc 1 Geology major, so there are two papers, and first paper is the animal diversity. And in animal diversity also, it includes the invertebrates as well as the vertebrates. So you have already studied about the invertebrates and vertebrates in the +1 class and +2 class, and you already know the terms organisms, paramecium, amoeba, and euglena. So let us discuss about these invertebrates in detail. So first topic is the general characters and classification of protozoa. So in invertebrates also, there are the different phylum, and first phylum is the protozoa. So first topic is only the general characters of phylum protozoa. So before knowing the term protozoa, you should know about the animal diversity. What do you mean by the animal diversity? So as you have seen so many different types of animals around yourself, and these animals vary in complexity and are classified based on the anatomy, morphology, genetical makeup, and evolutionary history. So all animals are eukaryotic multicellular organisms, and most animals have complex tissue structures with differentiated and specialized tissues. Animals are heterotrophs, they consume living things or dead organisms since they cannot synthesize their own food and can be carnivorous, herbivorous, omnivorous, and parasites. So they can't synthesize their own food like plants. And most animals are motile and they reproduce sexually. So you can see that there are so different types and so many variety in the animals. So these are placed in different groups, different phylum. So first organisms which are very primitive, these are placed in the phylum protozoa. So you can see the pics of paramecium, euglena, amoeba, etc. So these all are acellular animals and these are placed in the phylum protozoa. So phylum protozoa. Protozoa means they may be defined as microscopic acellular eukaryotic animalcules existing singly or in colonies having one or more nuclei. You can't see them with the naked eye, you need the help of microscope. So that's why the term microscopic acellular eukaryotic animalcules. And these are first discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek, but the term protozoa was coined by the Goldfuss, and there are about 50,000 known species of phylum protozoa. Examples: amoeba, paramecium, and euglena. So you can see the examples here: euglena, which is in between the plant and animals, showing the different characters, and amoeba having the irregular shape, and paramecium, which is the slipper-like. And you can see the internally there is the presence of nucleus, food vacuoles, and the contractile vacuoles. And on the outer surface of paramecium, you can see the presence of cilia, and in case of euglena, you can see the presence of flagellum. So there are some very special characteristics which are named as the unique characteristics. So these are acellular organisms. It means they are made up of only single cell. Only one cell is present. Locomotory organs are pseudopodia, flagella, or cilia. Presence of contractile vacuole for the osmoregulation. So you can see the presence of contractile vacuole, which helps the individual to get rid of excess of water, as well as it also acts as the excretory organelle because it removes the nitrogenous waste material from the body of these organisms. Nutrition is holozoic, saprozoic, or parasitic. Here the example of paramecium and amoeba, you can see how they engulf the food and digestion is intracellular. Reproduction is asexual by binary fission or multiple fission, or bisexual method by conjugation, autogamy or endomixis. So here is the pics showing the binary fission in amoeba, euglena and paramecium, how simply the single amoeba will give rise to the two daughter cells. These pics again showing the binary fission. Then in case of sexual reproduction, as the example of paramecium, two paramecia join together and conjugation canal is formed and there is intermixing of the nuclei between the two individuals. In asexual reproduction, there is multiple fission also, where there are so many daughter nuclei or daughter cells are formed. And during the unfavorable conditions, encystment is present. It means they develop the cyst wall around themselves, and when favorable conditions come, the cyst wall breaks and the daughter nuclei come out. So these were the unique characteristics which were very special to the phylum Protozoa only. Now there are general characteristics of phylum Protozoa. So first, they are unicellular, they are microscopic, and all symmetries are present. There are no germ layers and no organs or tissues. So only single cell is present and that is performing all the functions. The protozoa are free living or may be parasitic. They may be ectoparasite or endoparasite, or they may be commensals in habitat. They are the simplest and primitive of all animals, and they have a simply body organization with a protoplasmic grade of organization. As already told, body is unicellular without tissues and organs, and they may have one nucleus or many nuclei, or may be dimorphic. As you have seen in the amoeba, there only single nucleus was present, and in case of paramecium, two nuclei are present. Smaller one is micronucleus and larger one is the macronucleus. Body is naked or bounded by the pellicle, but in some forms may be covered with shells and often provided with an internal skeleton. They are solitary or may be colonial. Body shape may be variable. They may be spherical, oval, irregular, elongated or flattened. And body symmetry may be bilateral or radial or spherical. And body protoplasm is differentiated into outer ectoplasm and inner endoplasm. So single cell body performed all the essential and vital activities, hence only subcellular physiological division of labor is present. So only single cell was performing all the functions. And locomotory organs like pseudopodia, flagella and cilia are present. And nutrition may be holozoic, holophytic, saprozoic or parasitic. And digestion generally occurs intracellularly, which takes place inside the food vacuoles. And respiration by the diffusion through the general body surface. So contractile vacuole, it performs the function of osmoregulation in freshwater forms and also help in removing the excretory products. Excretion occurs through the general body surface, but in some forms through a temporary opening in the ectoplasm or through a permanent pore called the cytophyse. And reproduction, already explained, may be binary, multiple, asexual, or may be conjugation, hologamy or syngamy, sexual. So life cycle often complicated with alternation of asexual and sexual phases known as the alternation of generation, which is the main feature of the plants. And encystment commonly occurs to resist the unfavorable conditions of food, temperature and moisture, and can also help in the dispersals. So in this lecture, I have just covered the definition of animal diversity, protozoa, its unique characters and general characters of the protozoa in detail. Thanks.